morning, everybody. We're back. Session 9, approaching double digits. All you choral directors, piccolo players, harpist, piano player, B3 Hammond operators, and horn enthusiasts, all you interested in writing for horns for your jazz or R&B rock and roll band. We had been talking about opening up the voicing, various degrees, to accommodate our lower instruments, and just anyway. So now we're going to get into, and we talked about drop 2 and a drop 2/4 voicing, where we have a let's look at A flat. Boy, there's a key I love. So let's say A flat, and let's start on the 3rd. A flat has how many flats? 4 flats. Okay, and that's our 1 chord in A flat. So here's C. Let's start with just a block voicing. Review really quick. C, A flat, G, E flat, and C. In the drop 2, we would take the A flat and we would drop it down an octave, and we would take our E flat and drop it down an octave, and there's our drop 2/4. Okay? Or if our drop 2, we just do that and we leave the E flat here. But for dropping a 2/4, we're going to drop here to here, and we're going to drop here to here. Okay? So now we're going to talk, we used to call this a C voicing. And C voicings are really nice at the end of phrases. Let's say the whole section plays, let's say they're playing in octaves or whatever, and then they end on a big held whole note or a couple whole notes tied, or whatever it is. And so let's take this same chord, this A flat. So on the C voicing, typically you now can put your low, let's say you got a baritone on the bottom, or somebody that can play this note, trombone's good on an A flat. There's your A flat, okay? And let's say your melody is C, okay? So now you've got a lot of space there. So a good start on that would be, you want to look at the top down. So we could go A flat here if we wanted, but we have A flat here. What if we went like this? We could go like this. Okay? That's one way to do it. We basically just did a 4-part block voicing with an A flat on the bottom. But we have an A flat here. No sense in doubling up on notes, right? Especially if the root, because think about it, the bass player's playing the root too. So, and that's consideration. You don't need to play the root many times unless it's in the melody, because the bass player's playing the root. And fifths are also kind of they don't really define anything, and this is something we can talk about later. But so let's say we go C, G, E flat, and another, and then what would we be? We could do a 9. See, a B flat. But here's what I like to do. Here's a good voicing, and this is a good piano voicing too. When you're playing jazz piano, is root 7 3rd. And for some reason, because I play piano, I like to start there, because that's a good way to start. Okay, but the other thing is we have our C, we already have a C here, and we have a C here. So put E flat there. Okay, you've got a nice 6 at the top. That's a nice interval at the top, really nice interval to have. Then we have a 3rd, then we have a 4th, and so you're kind of looking at the shape too. And also, what's happening before? Do we want all our voicings to move? They don't necessarily have to. So there's something you do. Also, we could take this G out here, and we could stick this G right there. Maybe that would be better. And you've got a nice 10th right here. You've got an octave. You've got basically an octave and a 3rd. Okay? And then, so basically we dropped 1. We dropped the C down. So that's a nice shape too. That actually might be a better shape than that. This is going to really sound open at the top. So I would probably vote for that one there. Okay? And so that's a nice C voicing. Ooh, And there he is, the egg timer. So that's a C voicing. So what I want to get in next, so now we have a drop 1, a drop 2, we have a drop 2/4, and we have a C voicing or more open voicing. And with those three, you can get around pretty good. That can get you started. And that's all I basically use, pretty much. Because a lot of times, I'm writing in octaves a lot. I'm writing in prime unison a lot. I'm not, and for any solo stuff where you've got a harmonized lead part and it's all harmony, you can get around pretty well with this. So next time I want to get in this next session, session 10, I want to get into diatonic passing, diminished passing, chromatic approach or half-step slide, and tritone substitute. Those are some nice passing chords. When the melody note is not in the chord, you're going to have to use a passing chord. So don't forget, shoot me an email, fred@fredstickleymusic.com. We've got the ebook. Well, I soon should have the ebook ready. I need my wife to proof it one more time. Anyway, go online, fredstickleymusic.com. We've got lots of tutorials, lots of fun stuff. Would love to hear from you. Shoot me an email. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again.